How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here coming to you live from Bimini, Bahamas. As you guys see, beautiful blue waters out here. Today, as you can see the palm trees, it's a bit windy. We're gonna be crossing back over to Miami today. Here, don't be fooled, it's nice and calm because right now the island is being blocked. The wind's coming from the east. So once we get out there, it's gonna be a bit choppy. If you guys hadn't seen me crossing over here in the first video, I suggest you guys check that one out because this day is going to be a little bit of a different challenge. In the last video, I was coming against the waves with a headwind, and the waves weren't big, but it was just very choppy. This video, we're going to be going over there with the waves, so we're going to be, slamming on top of them. So it's a whole different challenge in itself. This time I'm not going to be solo. Last time I'm going to be crossing back with my buddy George and his 27 Onslow Bay, which I've heard great things about that boat, so I can't wait to see it in action. And we got a 33 or 32 Intemperate coming with us also, so I'm not going to be alone on this time. And we're going to head over to Miami, so I'm going to pack everything up in the room right now, head over to the boat, check out, and we're ready to go cross. So here we go. All right, guys, so already checked out, ready to get out of here. Let's get the boat started. And George is over there, he's loading up his boat too. I think we're ready to cross. And just like that, we're out. Let's meet up with George. Put all our bow lines away, secure everything for this cross. Even though it shouldn't be as bad as coming over here, I'm sure it's still going to be pretty sporty out there. Alright, guys, so we're heading out. George is right behind me. A couple boats heading out also ahead of me. I'm not sure if they're going fishing or they're also crossing back, but a lot of big boats coming out today, so maybe we have a big parade crossing back. Can't wait to get out there and see what we're going to deal with. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Bye-bye, Bimini. So we're just leaving Bimini. Couple flying fish there. I got George right behind me. Going about 35, running 1.6, about halfway trimmed in. I'm sure once we get a little bit farther from the Bahamas, the seas will pick up a little bit. But we got the wind at our back, so it shouldn't get as rough as it came. But the only way to find out is doing it. Let's see if we went up for George or if he catches up. But this is a good cruising route right now. I could go a little faster if I wanted to, but no need. Alrighty, we're about 2 miles offshore. Now the waves are starting to pick up as predicted, but nothing crazy. We're going about 36 miles an hour. We're at 1.5. We're just above halfway trimmed. I don't want to trim too much because we don't want to be dunking the bow, but we're coming over this wave since we're going with them. got a big 40-foot boat. Right hand side, he left right behind us. We got George right here doing his thing too. And probably get a little bit more choppier than this, and we'll have to slow down just a slight bit, probably as we get closer to Miami, but it's as good as it gets. Boy, George is running that thing spicy. I'm hearing them props out of the water. I like that, I like that. You know, I ain't gonna stay behind. Woo. About 36. We riding. Guys, so the first little update, we got 40 miles to go. We're chugging along at about 35, 34. Running at 1.5. And man, I can't complain. This is not bad at all. Every once in a while, you know, you kind of dunk in a big one like that, but overall, it's not bad at all. Looks like there's a boat heading to Bimini up ahead of us. It looks like it's coming our way. Yeah, guys, we should be in Miami in about an hour and a half. At this rate, not bad at all. That looks like Coast Guard shit. Nothing's changed. We got 37 miles to go, guys. Trucking on through. I don't see no other ships out here. Now it's just me and George. Guys, so we got 30 miles to go. We're almost approaching the halfway mark, and nothing much really has changed. The waves are getting a little bit more separated, bunching up a little bit more, but it really hasn't changed much. Just kind of going through them, trying not to come off the peak when they're breaking like these right here in front of me. But other than that, everything is good, man. I really can't complain on this cross. It's pretty, you know, choppy, nothing perfect, but this is basically what you usually get. And it was reading 2.3, 2.6 every 5 seconds, and people be like, oh, that's nothing, and it really isn't. But if you got a small 22-foot boat, 23-foot boat, you'll be, you know, you wouldn't be able to go 35, 30, you'll be riding more at like 20, 22, so the trip does take a little bit longer, but you'll make it. Yeah, we're chugging on through. You can kind of see already shadows of Miami. So we're getting close. Guys, we're officially on the halfway point, 25 miles to go. Nothing much has changed. We're going about 34, burning 1.5, about halfway on the trim tabs. Great visibility today. I can already see the outline of the shadows of Miami, the buildings. So this cross, honestly guys, has been, couldn't have not asked for much more. For the wind and the way it is, I guess in the last video I took it bad enough that I got granted a good crossing today. That's how it be. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. But yeah, man, it's been a pretty easy cross. I should probably get in the next 20 minutes signal to let my wife know that, you know, I'm already in sight of the lands. There's always that, you know, hour that you have no communication, that if they call you, you know, you can't talk to anybody. They always get worried. My wife describes it as the longest hour of the day. And I get it. But I don't know if you can see in the camera, but Miami is perfectly visible out there, the skyline. Got 19 miles to go, still going about 34, 33, you know, the waves kind of stop you. So you slow down and you come back on. Not right now. But yeah, and just riding. Pretty uneventful trip. But always valuable seat time. With every cross you learn more and more and more. The last 15 miles usually are the nastiest. We're getting a little bit more rolly, but not much has changed the whole way. Now they're kind of getting a little bit of white caps, nothing crazy. Good, not too far away. In these conditions, you don't want to cross too close to each other because sometimes the waves do kind of divert you and you don't want to be, you know, too close to each other in one of those situations. But sailboat crossing in my path. Guess I'll turn and go behind it just in case. Fails, 2 miles offshore. we have to reach, they're always bigger. As the waves run out of bottom, they build up a little bit more. That's why I always tell people when we're going to Bimini, hey, the first 5 miles are the worst, don't be discouraged. We're almost into Stiltsville. Alright guys, we're officially back in Miami. Pretty nice trip. Now I'm gonna stop at the end of the channel. We're gonna say our goodbyes to George before we keep heading down south to Key Largo. Alrighty, George. George hooked it up with some fish. Alright guys, so now let's go ahead and keep going south all the way to the Keys. Our trip's not over yet. Alright guys, we're officially here at Gilbert's. This is US 1, so now we can finally say we're officially back in the Keys. Alright guys, we made it. It was a hell of a trip. It really was, but I'm starving. So let's get this baby cleaned up. Let's put it on the lift. You know, flush the engines, all that good stuff. Let's go get something to eat. But before that, I'll say bye to you guys, because I ain't taking y'all to eat with me. Alrighty guys, we made it back nice and safely. All the stuff are gonna get taken out of the boat now. We're gonna clean it, we're gonna flush the engines, get it ready for the next trip. And speaking about next trip, if you guys wanna join me on a trip to the Bahamas, we're gonna go to West End June 6th to the 9th in conjunction with the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism. We're gonna get a big group, 20, 30, maybe even 40 boats. Hopefully everybody can join. And if you guys that watch my channel wanna join, all you guys gotta do is click the link on the description, fill it out, and you're gonna get all the information, the itinerary, where to stay, or you can just put it in the comments and I'll answer you guys. You know I always answer everybody's comments and all your questions. But if I don't see you guys on that trip, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification button, because I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.